Lopez on the outside, McKee on the bottom. We're green for the SpeedFest 100.
Big push for Lopez off of turn number 2. Opens up the inside lane. Here comes Mayer to the bottom. A pair of 6 cars racing for the second spot. Leading lap 1, Tristan McKee.
He's able to get away to about a car length and a half. Look at the fight for second. McKee on the bottom, Mayer on the outside. 1 and 6, 1 and 7. Both Chevrolets lead us back to the restart zone. We're green once again in the SpeedFest 100.
Inside lane, the advantage going through the dust. Here's the battle for the lead as McKee slips up a little bit to the inside. Here comes Baldwin. 3 wide through 3 and 4. Leading this time, lap 13, Luke Baldwin.
Oh, but how long can it stick? The 7 of McKee on the outside. A shot in the back. Bolger to the 6 machine of Mayer. And the caution lights illuminate. Just for the time being. Opportunity with Dylan Fetcho racing when Fetcho decided to step back and go into more of a developmental role with his team. The players are running full time. That's not good for the driver that was running in the second position. Tristan McKee up the racetrack and slow to turn 3. Trying to get to the bottom, maybe to pit road, as the entire field hurdles around him.
McKee was running in second position, has dropped off the pace. Now kind of picks it up a little bit down in 3 and 4. Yellow flag has yet to fly. Now they will put it out as it comes to a stop up in turn number 4. Waiting to see what the 7 of McKee was going to do, but this brings out a yellow after a decent green flag run of 21 laps. Got to see some good long runs. We'll see at least one more yellow flag at some point during this race to eliminate that lead. Oh, he gets off the track. Look out. Luke Baldwin saves it on the backstretch. Scary moment that can happen to you here for a driver that doesn't have much experience here. You get a little bit too high, and he was working around some slower traffic. Kind of missed his mark coming off that second corner. Drop a couple of tires off the back, and sometimes you can't get it to come back on the track. You end up in the watermelon patch. And the Protector Melon buckle up SpeedFest. Oh, there's trouble. 3 and 4. Kitzmiller around. Potter around. Demlin gets around it. Nice job by Avery Demlin to avoid. Right in front of the leader, Luke Baldwin goes high to avoid the 116 of Johnson. Could have been a lot worse, especially with the leader, as the track was nearly blocked.
All able to stick with them to turns 1 and 2. Bolger not able to get to the back bumper, gets squeezed down with the 62, and Luke Baldwin, oh, trouble. Sparking goes, Cale Hall gets it back on the track. What a save, and is now 3 wide with Seth Christensen.
He got a little further off than just 2 tires. That car bottoming out along the rim of the racetrack, but was able to save it. Falls deep out of the top 5. Nassi on the inside, Christensen there. Nassi sees the inside of Hine, trying to move up late in this race. 13 laps to go. Hind on the outside lane. Up front, Luke Baldwin pulling away again. Cordele Motor Speedway. 10 laps from the finish to determine a winner for the Pro Late Models at SpeedFest.
And Bolger is going to stick right with them. Oh, they make contact into turn 1. Slight hit from the 17 to the 15. Can Baldwin clear? He does. And Bolger gives a lot of room on entry.
15 car. Baldwin looked a little bit free going into 1 on that restart. Got a little sideways. Bolger is there. There's contact made. Hudson Bolger to the inside lane. Lead change with 9 laps to go. Hudson Bolger is out front. Will Baldwin get back to him?
He's going to try. Gasses it up through the center. Just behind him, Stephen Nassi. Mayer going at it. That's for the 3rd spot. Luke Baldwin led most of this race. Now with just 8 laps to go is behind the 8 ball. Heading down to turn 3.
Here he comes to the inside lane. Bolger closes the door. Luke Baldwin is there. There was slight contact, not very much. Will it happen again? 7 to go.
He knows what Bolger is willing to do to win the race. Can he match that? Even speed down the backstretch to turn 3. Sends in a heave and moves Hudson Bolger around. Makes contact with him. Bolger comes to a stop as they scatter behind. Caution will wave with 6 to go as the leaders come together. And you know what? It's a fine line. And this is where the conversation's going to start on the CRA Facebook page and X account. What's the line? What is racing versus what is not racing?
Mayer with a good restart. Nassi alongside into the first corner. It is Mayer on the inside lane. Christensen all of a sudden up there challenging for second. Into turn 3. Side by side for the runner-up spot. Nassi, a good run through 3 and 4.
And I thought he wasn't going to have an opportunity at all. Ben Mayer possibly was surprised as well. But just when you thought maybe Stephen Nassi was going to drop back, not the case. He is still within half a car length to the race leader.
If you're Ben Mayer, very little experience in these pro late models here, and you got Stephen Nassi, you're battling for the win with 5 laps to go. There's some pressure on the shoulders of the number 6 of Mayer. Can he hold him off? Car bottoms out a little bit in 1 and 2. He's got a fast number 6, actually putting a little gap between himself and Stephen Nassi. Caution, lights are again on, yellow out, 5 laps to go.
And this one will be for Stewart once again in 32, going off into the restart zone with 5 laps remaining in the SpeedFest 100. Nassi on the outside, nose ahead to turn 2. Mayer on the bottom, powers off the corner, still nearly even to turn 3.
Nassi fights back in the outside lane. Good run through 3 and 4. Seems like a good spot of the racetrack for Nassi. It's Mayer going to take the advantage. Nassi drops to the bottom lane when he has a chance to do so. He's right there, makes no contact. Side by side for third. Nassi going to try to get a better lane going into the corner. They both took a real low line down the backstretch. Little contact side by side for the lead.
3 laps to go. Mayer, Hyde, Nassi, Christensen, one around. There goes Cale Hall off the nose of what looked to be one of the Brandon Lopez machines. Caution will wave just in the final moments of this race.
Nassi has been able to find an opening to drop in line behind. This time spinning the tires a little bit was the 6. Spinning the tires was Mayer in turn 4. Gives the advantage to Nassi in turn 2. Can he get him on the outside lane? Remember, he's good through 3 and 4 in the second groove.
It's going to be tough to watch. Mayer inside, Nassi outside. Just about even, but the run goes to the 51 off turn 4.
Nassi the leader at the line with 2 laps to go, down to a lap and a half. Hine and Christensen right there as well. Nassi still strong in the second groove, loses a little ground going to 3, picks it back up in 3 and 4. Mayer holding his car down to the inside lane. White flag is out.
Stephen Nassi on the outside, runs well through 1 and 2. Ben Mayer is going to get away as Nassi goes around off the nose of Christensen. They pile up down off turn 2. Caution is out as Ben Mayer will get to the line. We saw the lights illuminate. Checkered for Ben Mayer. He's going to win the SpeedFest 100.